Hi, my name is Dave Lizzie, and I run the Riding Academy of New Jersey, which is a motorcyclist safety foundation site at Montclair State University. I've been teaching people how to ride motorcycles for over 30 years, and we get a lot of novice riders taking our motorcycle courses. People who have never ridden a motorcycle before, and people who have no clutch or shifting experience. Sometimes teaching novice riders is like teaching someone how to serve a tennis ball who knows nothing about the game of tennis. One thing that I've noticed recently is that their mental state, the voice in their heads, plays a large role in how well they learn how to ride and develop physical skills needed to ride a motorcycle. Now, I didn't understand, when teaching these struggling students, there's a phrase that they use a lot: I'm in my head, or I got to get out of my head. And I didn't understand what the phrase meant. So I talked to several behavioral psychologists about this phrase. And I also teach a mind development program called the Simple Mind Control Method. Now, what the phrase basically means is your thoughts are running wild, and they're probably negative thoughts. So these students are dwelling on why they aren't getting something, what are they doing wrong. They are thinking basically about everything except the task at hand. And the thoughts are a continuous loop. They keep repeating. Now, these repeating negative thoughts start creating stress and anxiety, and their performance spirals downward. Some refer to this as the monkey mind. So you're never going to succeed or get it with the monkey mind. And what makes people in special forces so successful is that they can focus, lock in, zone in on one single task and block everything else out. They have what they call a steel trapped mind. They're laser focused. So how can you get rid of the monkey mind? Well, here are a few suggestions. Number one, first become aware if you are having these thoughts. Step back and study your thoughts. Are they negative thoughts? If they are, change the negative thoughts to positive thoughts. Now, in the Simple Mind Control Method, we define negative thoughts as thinking about what you don't want to happen. On the other hand, positive thoughts are thinking about what you want to happen. Now, thoughts produce energy, electromagnetic energy. It's an energy that attracts like a magnet. So if you're thinking about what you don't want to happen, you will attract it, and vice versa. If you're thinking about what you want to happen, you'll attract it. You'll make it happen. So they say your greatest fear eventually materializes. Why? Well, you're constantly thinking about it and giving it a lot of energy. So you're tuning the juice up, so to speak. You're making it a strong magnet. So you have to stop thinking negatively. They call this thought stoppage or thought control. And in the Simple Mind Control Method, we have a technique to change your thoughts from negative to positive. We call it the cancel technique. So when you're thinking negatively, when you notice you're having negative thoughts, become aware you're having negative thoughts, mentally, verbally say the phrase cancel, and immediately turn them into positive thoughts. Okay. For our students, also focus on the task at hand, our motorcycle students. Now, we created acronyms and steps for taking off, shifting, turning, and stopping, and they're in our supplemental e-course. Highly recommend that you watch that supplemental e-course there, especially if you're not a rider here. Now, the monkey mind likes to play ping pong. It'll go back to the negative thoughts. So you have to keep using the cancel technique. And this ping pong game will go on for a while until you develop the habit of thinking positive. Now, you've all heard about the power of positive thinking. Well, it's nothing more than repeated positive thoughts materializing due to the amount of energy that you give them. And this goes back to what we said about your fears. So negative thinking is a habit, and so is positive thinking. Habits are developed through conditioning and repetition. And it takes time to develop habit. And it takes time to change a habit. So now, if you write with your left hand and you injure your left hand, it's going to take some time to learn how to write with your right hand. Third, another thing you can do is use the power of visualization. Sit in a comfortable sitting position in a quiet place. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and visualize or daydream about what you want to happen, imagining it happening. Now, we teach visualization and meditation in the Simple Mind Control Method. Another thing you can do is take a deep diaphragmatic breath. or a couple of them when you get anxious or stressed. Expand your stomach when you take a deep breath. They call this belly breathing. And by the way, they teach all these techniques in Navy SEAL training. Another thing you can do is feel your feet on the ground. This helps to ground you and bring you back to the present moment, the task at hand. So stop monkeying around, get rid of the monkey mind, and use these suggestions to succeed and get better and better every day in every way.